In today's episode, we're covering the show car prep and how to get your car ready for the season ahead. As with any detailing treatment, it all starts with a wash. Whether your vehicle's used throughout winter or stored, it's worth taking this opportunity and using it to get your vehicle back to a clean slate. Deep cleaning wheels, deep cleaning trim to remove any old dressings, scrubbing wheel arches, and then cleaning in your grills, gills and other areas to really deep clean the vehicle. It's worth cleaning your engine bay, door shuts, and other areas that might get neglected throughout the year going from show to show at this point, because then you're going to protect that and build it up and just have to maintain it going forwards. As always, we start with the wheels, deep cleaning the barrels and then onto the faces, and then working onto the tyre to remove any old dressings. Using a degreaser, we spray the arches and then scrub these thoroughly to get rid of any dressings that might have been applied throughout time or going to show. The next stage is the pre-wash and snow foam. Whilst this is on the vehicle and dwelling, it's worth taking the opportunity to go around any gills, gaps, grills or badges with a detail brush to get rid of any built up grime around these areas. From there you move on to a normal contact wash. From the top of the vehicle down, working on the cleanest areas down to the grubby areas. Once rinsed, move on to a 3-stage decontamination process. Use an iron remover to remove any ferrous metal fallout. Use a tar remover on any lower areas that might have picked up road tar, and then use a clay bar to remove any bonding contamination from the rest of the vehicle. With the vehicle now dried and inside the bay, we'll set about paint inspection to see how far we need to take this on the correction side to get it absolutely A1, or as close to perfect as possible. The first process will be visually inspecting the paintwork, looking down each panel to see if we can see anything obvious that might need addressing. Then we'll go around the vehicle with paint depth reading gauges to get a gist of what's actually going on, to see if there's been any repairs or if there's any low spots that maybe might have been worked at a previous state. Before any paint correction takes place, we need to protect any sensitive areas like trims or badges and other areas that won't react well to machine polishing. With this vehicle showing only light signs of swirling, we're going to opt for a one-step process with a medium cutting compound that finishes down into a finishing compound in one step. This one-stage process is great for lightly swirled vehicles and those that just need a lift. If we do come across any deeper marks that we might want to go further into, we may step up to a restoring compound on these areas and then follow up with a one-step compound after. With an adequate level of correction created, we're now going to check that that's true correction by using the prep spray from our ceramic system. Spraying this on the surface and then wiping down will remove any carrier oils from the compound, meaning we can see exactly the level of correction that we've achieved from the abrasives, as opposed to any oils or carriers hiding some finer marks that we might miss. Once we're happy with this, we're going to step on to laying down the first layer of protection. On this vehicle, we're opting for our ceramics paint protection system. This will create the base layer and the foundation of anything we want to build up from there. We can move on at a later stage to put in show waxes and so on top to get a better shine, but having this layer there means that we've got a bulletproof surface that we can then build up from, and it won't matter if we need to leave it a couple of months between adding layers of wax, or if a vehicle goes in for some work and comes back out, we know that we've got good protection on there for that period of time. We won't only be applying our ceramic system to the paint, we will also be applying the wheel protection system and the glass protection system on this car as well. With the ceramics coatings curing, we're going to set about some of the finer details that you can tackle before a show. There's a list of things that you can do before, and we also have a list that we say you should wait until you're at the event to do, such as dressing tyres, dressing arches, dressing an engine bay, or applying anything that dust and dirt may cling to on the journey to the event. If you apply these beforehand, you're going to make the clean-up at the event harder for yourself and make it more difficult washing the car when you arrive. With the coatings now cured to a level where we're happy to put something on top, a time frame of about 6 hours is the minimum we would leave it. Ideally, if possible, you want to leave the vehicle inside overnight for the coatings to fully cure before applying anything on top. If you're heading to a show, you also need to think about what you're going to take with you to detail the car and finish it all off when you're there. So we're going to go around, grab a few bits, get a bag together, throw it in the boot so we're prepared for when we arrive. Obviously, you're going to need your wash products, a good shampoo, a pre-spray to pre-clean the dirtier, grubbier areas. You're going to need some wheel cleaner as well. We'll take some concentrate and knock it up at about 7 to 1. Obviously, a drying towel as well for finishing off. Satin for dressing your tyres, and Dressel for the arches and your other little bits of tricky trim. Obviously, you're going to need a glass cleaner to finish off your glass when you arrive. And then to finish it all off, glisten spray wax. It's always worth having a bottle of an all-in-one polish with you as well, just in case there's a couple of areas that you want to tidy up or somewhere that just needs a little more polishing when you arrive, if you notice something under the light. Load up any remaining space you have in your kit bag with good quality microfibers. And now you're ready to head off to the show. When you arrive, all you need to do is give the car a quick wash, dry, finish off those last little details like dressing the tyres and arches, and then you're good to pick up a trophy.